Welcome to the very first episode of Area 69 After Dark. Oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot believe we're finally here. We're finally at this point where you guys are sitting along watching the first episode with me. And I just can't believe it. This has been such a, long process to finally put together. You guys have been seeing me. If you guys watch my vlogs, you guys have been seeing me put together the podcast piece by piece, bit by bit. You guys have seen me put sweat and tears into this project. And maybe it doesn't even seem like it's that big of a deal. But like, dude, oh my gosh, life hit me hard, girl. Life hit me hard. But before we get into anything else, I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about what this podcast is going to consist of, because it is Area 69 After Dark. So I decided to make it Area 69 After Dark because After Dark means that it's my me time. It's my mommy time. And not mommy time as in I'm here with Baby E. Mommy time as in, girl, Baby E's knocked out. Isaac's not bugging me. He's upstairs playing his game, okay? So that is the type of energy that we're having here for Area 69. So I definitely feel like, yeah, it's a podcast, but girl, this is also my fucking me time. Like, girl, like... I don't know. The point is that you guys can expect a lot of things throughout this podcast. But I know that a bunch of you guys were maybe possibly expecting Area 69, the smoke show, to make a return. But we can go ahead and talk about why Area 69, the smoke show, didn't make a comeback, okay? Because, first of all, we're in a new era. I am a mommy now, and back when I was filming Area 69, the smoke show, I was single, I lived alone, I had time to just sit there and be blown out of my mind, just doing nothing at all but just smoking. So obviously we're in a new era. It's new vibes, it's new energy. I'm a mommy now, so I really don't have the opportunity or don't have the time or the energy to even get that blown out of my brain. Like, dude, there's times where I like watch back the old episodes and I'm like, girl, I don't know how the hell I was able to like get that Lady McTitties. But don't get me wrong, girl. Don't get me twisted, okay? Don't take that too literal because, it's still Area 69, girl, and it's After Dark for a reason. I may or may not be Litty McTitties in some of these episodes. Obviously, I'm not gonna, be anything crazy. But, a few shots or a little hit here and there before I start to film. You guys can definitely expect that. I'm pretty sure most of you guys know that by now, but I practically only smoke probably, once a day, which is when Baby E goes to bed. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Whenever he naps or whenever I'm with the girls and he's getting taken care of, it's gonna be good vibes and stuff. But I just think we have to acknowledge that I'm in a new era now, and that's why Area 69 After Dark was born. We're also in the podcast era. Y'all already know everyone and their moms have podcasts, but it's not an S69's podcast, I need my podcast of my own because I really want to take this opportunity to really have you guys get to know me on a different level. Because yes, I'm an influencer. I'm a social media person. My job is social media. So you guys do know a lot of me to a certain extent, but y'all already know I'm a very private person overall. So there is a lot of stuff that you guys don't know, stuff that I don't share, and it's not anything personal to you guys. It's just, I'm just like that. Do you know what I mean? So I really want the purpose of this podcast to be just a kickback. We hang out. If you're Lady McTitties, we're, chit-chatting, just going over things, talking about specific topics, telling story times. And like I said, there's going to be times where I have guests here as well. And today I actually have a guest, but we'll get into it, girl. We'll get into it. And I also know that motherhood could be a very lonely place for a lot of women. And I don't want to say that this podcast is going to be 100% about mommy stuff, but I do want this to be a space where if you don't have friends, if you don't have mommy friends, you can come join us in the podcast. And, I'm more than 1,000% sure we're going to be talking about things that you guys can relate to, whether you're a mom or not, whether you're a stoner, whether you're single, whether you're going through addiction, whether whatever, okay? I know for a fact that we're going to be talking about about a lot of things because, like I said, there's a lot that you guys don't know. So you guys watch my vlogs and stuff, right? So if you watch my vlogs, you're pretty much going to be getting all like the BTS of the BTS, if that makes sense. Okay. I'm not even going to lie. A part of me was also really nervous about starting this podcast because I didn't want to disappoint anyone, because I wasn't going to be smoking pounds and pounds of weed with you guys and stuff. But, you know, like I said, I feel like I'm at a point in my life where that's really not like my lifestyle anymore, and I have nothing against it or anything, but like I'm just at a different point in my life where I have to do things differently and carry myself differently because I'm a mom, you know, like I always have to be conscious of that. I'm a mom, and like I have to be mindful of my son and, you know, what's going to be good for him, what's not going to be good for him and stuff. So yeah, you guys definitely have to be sure to let me know what day you guys prefer for the podcast to go live. Today's Tuesday. I know it's a really random ass day for me to, you know, launch a podcast episode, but you guys let me know. What do you guys prefer? Maybe like Saturdays, Sundays, Senora Sundays, and we have, you know, our little cervecita, little blunt, you know what I mean? And we just chill out together. Or do you guys prefer like during the week type episodes? Because you guys, you know, have work and stuff and you want to debrief at the end of the day, just kind of have something entertaining to watch. You guys will have to let me know because you guys are going to be the ones tuning in to watch. And like I said, I just want this podcast to be our opportunity to really just reconnect all over again, because I feel like there was a point in my life where I really just kind of lost connection with you guys. Not 100% obviously, but I feel like I was just personally facing my demons and stuff, and that genuinely got in the way of like my social life, my love life, my relationships with, you know, family, friends and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm really excited for this, and I hope you guys are excited for this too, because girl, it's about to be freaking lit. Oh my god. Can we just talk about like the set, because it's so cute. I really wanted to stick to, you know, the alien Annette 69 type of energy. So of course I had to add 100 pictures of myself in the background, because it wouldn't be a Annette 69 set if there wasn't pictures of myself. And then we also have the new logo going on. Let me know what you guys think about it. I'm genuinely so obsessed. I love that the alien pretty much had a makeover, girl. Like she got her makeup did and she got her hair done. You know, the old Area 69 was kind of more boyish. So, you know, she's a queen now or whatever. And then I don't know if you guys can really see, but right here in this second shelf, the claw made a comeback, okay? The claw is back. So we're only going to be whipping that out whenever we have guests here, just for a little icebreaker moment. You know the vibes, okay? So also be sure to let me know who you guys want me to have on the podcast. And honestly, I'm going to be really 100% straightforward with you guys. I personally don't plan on having interviews with my guests. Like, yeah, maybe I'll ask them a few questions, but I really don't want it to be an interview, because I feel like everyone has already done interviews pretty much with every influencer. And I just don't want that to be the energy here. You know, we're just casually learning about each other with having conversations, you know? I feel like questions sometimes like throw me off too. So, you know, I just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know. As you can see, we have a chair here because today we have our very first guest, and I'm super excited. I asked you guys on Instagram the other day who you guys thought was gonna be the first guest, and a few of you guys got it right. A lot of you guys were assuming that it was gonna be my sister, but it's not my sister, not in today's episode. She will be coming on. I haven't even asked her, but I'm more than sure that she would be willing to come on. So let's go ahead and bring out Isaac. Yay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hi, baby.
Hey, baby.
Y'all already know I had to have my man on here, right?
Yeah, the background actually looks good.
It looks so good, huh?
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel crazy now seeing the podcast actually like being filmed?
Well, yeah.
Because you like worked on it. Like he's
Yeah.
the one that actually did like the wallpaper and stuff, and he helped me with the well, pretty much everything. We had a lot of people helping out with the podcast. So shout out to Alan, Danny, my mom, Isaac, The viejita from CVS that protected me when I was gonna get my ass beat by an alpha male when I was getting all the pictures. Shout out to her because she doesn't even know that she contributed to the podcast, girl. Imagine if you would have beat my ass up.
That would have been
What
crazy.
would you have done if I told you, babe, this guy fucking like punched me at CVS?
Well, obviously it's different. Yeah, I would go look for him, but he would be gone. Like, so there's really no point of like even having rage to it. Cause like, I'd probably be like, dude, what the fuck? And then I'd be tripping. Yeah,
I feel like you would be pissed, honestly.
I'd be pissed, but like I said, like I'm not gonna find the person.
Well, yeah. What about how there was a point in time where I wouldn't like show you on social media, and you're on my podcast now? Isn't that kind of funny?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude. And it's crazy to think that it hasn't even been a year yet since I shown you. Because I think I had my baby shower in April.
You showed me April 1st.
It was April 1st because I was like, oh, what if people are going to think that I'm doing like an April Fool's prank?
I was a paid actor, I guess.
Yeah. No, dude, people were really saying that
it was
Isaac was a paid actor and that he wasn't really my baby dad and, you know, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But it's funny. People always have something to say, huh?
Still haven't gotten paid.
For what? Oh, for being a paid actor? Yeah, you're never going to get paid, homie. Sorry about that. Dude, it's honestly crazy to think that so much has happened in this past year, dude. I think the entirety of our relationship, we've been together for what?
11 days.
No, like actually.
2 years?
2 years, like from when you asked me out or from when we started talking?
Oh, when we started talking? Well, no.
Because we were talking for a while and he took forever to ask me out. When I say forever, I mean fucking forever. And just a little side note, baby, this is a podcast, so you can say whatever you want to say, okay?
No,
like,
I know.
If you have something to say, you can say
I
it,
don't
girl.
have nothing to say. No, I know.
Yeah, no, dude. It took him a really long time to ask me to be his girlfriend. I remember I was like, dude, do you even like me? Like, the fuck?
Yeah, you were upset, huh?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Because I'm like, girl, you're over here, like, taking me on dates and stuff, coming over, spending the night and stuff, and, like, you're not asking me to be your girl? I think, you know what? I feel like the new generation just thinks that we just magically are together without... Like, it's not traditional anymore, right?
Oh, yeah, kind of, no. Well,
but, like, I like that. Like, I think one thing for me, I really want to raise baby E to, like, you know, bring his girlfriend over. I want to be able to talk to his girlfriends. Like, because I honestly would much rather have it be that way than, like, any other way. Especially because, girl, I'm a girl. Like, I know how girls are. You know what I mean? I didn't do it. That shit's scary. I don't want to get too carried away because he's literally such a baby still. So, I mean, a baby, but like not. He's pretty grown already.
Yeah,
but,
he's pretty big. He's hefty.
Yeah, he's hefty. Anyway, I feel like I'm kind of going on a tangent right now.
You would get butthurt if like, well, not butthurt, but in a sense to like, you'd rather have him at home, but like if you were to do it like behind your back, would you be upset?
Yeah, I would be. I would be upset because I personally never had communication with my parents, like, and I feel like that brought us a lot of problems because I wasn't just straightforward with them. My dad, it's a little bit of a different story because we've never really had a super close relationship with my dad because he was always at work, you know, and whenever he wasn't at work, he was sleeping. So, I definitely feel like if I was raised to have communication, things would have been a lot different. In my opinion, like I never even got the sex talk or anything like that, and I think that's super important.
I never got it either.
Right. But you don't think that having that conversation with your kid would like help them be more open with you?
Well,
or do you just feel like it's awkward?
It's kind of weird. Like if you were to talk to him about it, you're just gonna weird him out. You're gonna be like, oh, what the fuck? Like I'm talking sex with my mom.
Yeah,
like,
but you know, it's not like I'm gonna be like, all right, son, so this is what you do.
But still,
you know what
like,
I mean?
But even then, like,
right? But
you'd be like to the point where like your son's gonna be like.
I just think that, you know, maybe, I mean, in my head, I would like to think that if we raise him, like, starting now to fucking just learn how to express himself, whether that means to cry, to be upset about something, like, we have to learn how to talk to him. And it's something that you, like, mold them up to. Do you know what I mean? Because once I got older, I started to be really like, I mean, maybe it's also because I was older, I don't know, but I built a good relationship with my mom. Like I could talk to my mom about anything, girl, like anything at this point. And I feel like my relationship with her is really good because of that, and I never feel alone in that sense, because I know that like I could talk to my mom. Obviously I could talk to you too, but like parent wise, you know what I mean? Like if I were to try to talk to my dad about stuff like that, I wouldn't be able to at all.
But then
which
again,
is sad.
But it's not sad, because like if you think about it, it's like you say things to your mom that you wouldn't tell your dad.
Right.
Okay, well, it's the same thing. Like it's kind of like, it's different because like when you open up to your son, you're a mom. Like your son's gonna be like, hey, what, you know what? Like you're a mom. Like you're a girl. You don't know how to relate to a guy. And it's different. Like, for example, if like my dad were to talk to me, it would be a little different.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like I feel
but that'll be like to get a relationship with him like that, like on your end, like that'll be really difficult. Like that's something that you're really.
I could do it.
Well, if you think you can do it, then do it. But like,
that I'm like pretty passionate about, because to me, communication, like you need that when you're growing up, when you're an adult, when you're alone. Do you know what I mean? When you're in a relationship, you need to learn how to communicate to be able to, and not just about sex, literally about anything. But yeah, I don't even know why we fucking got into that conversation. It's crazy because I feel like I've had a relationship with Isaac for a long time, but you guys didn't even know it. Like he went to the Palm Springs trip. He was at my club hosting for my birthday.
The one with Alan too. The
mansion one.
The mansion, yeah.
So yeah, he was at a lot of like little events that we had,
the Halloween party.
The Halloween party, but that was like the first time that we had actually officially met. But
the FaceTime.
Yeah, the FaceTime. There's been a lot of situations that he's been around that you guys literally never even knew about. So I want to ask you something, because I brought up the club event. Okay. So how did you feel when I first told you that I didn't want to publicize our relationship, like when we first got together? Because obviously he knew I was like an influencer and my job was like to be public and this and that, to be a loca and stuff, you know?
Well,
like honestly, like were you like butthurt, or were you like, this bitch is playing games, or were you like
well, at first I thought like, yeah, I was like, well, she's playing, you know, like it's you know.
You but genuinely thought that?
Yeah, in a way. But then I kind of like understood your job, and then I knew where you were coming from, so I was more like, all right, well, maybe she's like doing this for a reason. She don't want to just like overdo it or overkill, because like what if I got annoyed and pushed over, because it could have been like that too. You know, so like I'm kind of glad it went out. Well, it turned out the way it really did turn out. You know, I'm in a comfortable position where like I'm not saying like I get a lot of encounters. When there's an encounter, like I kind of know how to walk away from it or like diffuse it, because like, well, then again, I'm not an influencer. I'm just a person that's dating an influencer. Do
you feel like you're happy that I went that route? Or
well, I'm happy she did go that route, because like I said, what if it was like too much, and like I would have been like, oh, it's kind of weird, you know? Like,
I just feel like sometimes social media, like even if you think that it doesn't take a toll on a relationship, to me it genuinely does. And I've been in situations where, you know, I was in a relationship and I was never public with it or anything like that, but I guess like people were able to put two and two together, and long story short, I got fucked over really bad. That at that point, that relationship was literally when I first moved out of my mom's house. So I was new to it. I was still really dumb, and I've always been that type of person to like love and like love relationships and stuff. So like I fell really fucking hard, and it was a different type of experience because I had all the freedom in the world that I had never had before. You know what I mean? I didn't have my parents on my ass or anything. And he was older than me at the time. I think he was maybe like 25, 26 when I was like 18. So I feel like I just ended up getting used hard as shit. And honestly, I feel like that traumatized me, which is why I was like, you know what? I don't want to be public about my relationship with Isaac at all. Especially because you were very fucking known. You're a very, very social butterfly. So I was just like, dude, like, I just don't want to end up feeling like I'm over here publicizing my relationship and then shit don't work out, because just how you felt that I wasn't being serious, I didn't feel like you were being serious because you didn't ask me out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So let's fast forward. So it finally came to my baby shower. And I remember I literally went to, I don't think you know this, baby, but I went to my mom's house, or my sister's house, and my mom was there and my sister was there, obviously. And I remember this was probably maybe like a week before the baby shower. And I just kind of started crying to them and stuff because this was the time that people were exposing pictures of us at your sister's wedding, which it was a private wedding. And I don't know how the hell those pictures got out. Just a little side note. So to me, it was just a huge, like, oh my God, like, it just doesn't feel good when someone exposes something that you're trying to keep private. It just didn't feel good to like see people that supported me be like, oh yeah, that's him, and this and this and that. Like, girl, I thought you supported me. Like, you're not supposed to be like hyping that shit up. You know what I mean? So I was just crying to my sister and my mom, and I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. The baby shower is, you know, it's literally next week, and it's a family thing. Like, how are we not gonna take pictures? How am I not going to capture these memories because of social media, of people exposing things, of people just being fucking chismosas and stuff? And I get it, I love the chisme, but like, it doesn't feel good when it's about you, girl. Like,
well, yeah,
girl.
that, and well, like, agent of the person,
yes,
like, it's
of privacy.
It's like, well, I never wanted to come out, like,
yeah,
I don't want to be known like that, like,
right.
For instance, like, the platform that I'm into, it's like nothing compared to her. Like, we're like two different people, but like for some reason
we're like
we
polar
click.
opposites.
Like, we click. She's an indoor person. The only time I'm indoors is when I'm playing video games.
Yeah.
But my time is mostly outdoors. It's what I like. I like cars. I like motorcycles. I like anything that has to do with dirt. Anything that has to do with like messing around. I like to do that. And she's like the total opposite. She's like very like straight edge. I live life on the edge with like, well, I like doing wheelies and stuff, and
our lifestyles are just way different.
Jumping off shit. So it's way different. So
right.
I didn't really like that. I like to be, well, low key. That's always been like how I like to be. If you know me, you know me, right? Like that's how my motto has been. Like, most of the people that say, oh hey, I know you, well, I really don't know anybody. Like, to me, it's like, hey. I don't know anyone by names. I just know them by hey.
We literally decided that, or was it the day before or the day of the baby shower no, it was maybe like a few days before, because we had filmed the casting video where you like did my belly casting. And you know, we kind of just went into that. We were like, okay, let's just go ahead and film it. And, you know, I decide if I end up wanting to go live with the video or not, you know. But obviously, I ended up deciding to just go ahead and upload the video, because a part of me felt like, a part of me felt sad to like keep Isaac a secret too. Because I didn't feel like that made him feel good, or like I was proud to be with him or anything like that. So
you got this, babe. You got this.
So yeah, we ended up deciding to you know, upload the video. And surprisingly, you know, it did really good. And obviously, like, all the T pages posted it and stuff. And that day, dude, like, when I tell you guys that I felt like such relief, it was such an iconic feeling, because I was just like, okay, finally, like, nobody is holding anything against me. I don't have to feel like scared of anyone fucking living in the moment at our baby shower and accidentally showing him and stuff. And a lot of people actually thought that Jenny exposed him, but I had already posted the video. So just to kind of debunk that right now, but
I was already exposed on April 1st.
I had already well, yeah, I mean, someone exposed it from the wedding pictures, but yeah.
Hey, if anything, like, thanks to that person that exposed it, because like, you gave us better promo. Like,
yeah,
it did
literally
way better than we thought it was gonna do. So thank you to the whatever page it was.
I think it was probably Pancho, honestly. I think it was Pancho.
Panchon. Thank you, bro.
Panchito.
Thanks,
okay.
Pancho. Hey, you're a real one, my boy.
I know.
All I gotta say, you're a real one, my boy.
But one thing that I've learned is I'm gonna expose myself before anyone else exposes me now, if I really want to capitalize on something, because that's just how it is, you know?
Hey, that's the way to go, though, because like, it's not even like the clickbait that makes you money. If you post it on your platform before
it's
anyone
whoever
does,
posts it first.
It's the one that person that's winning.
I'm so happy that we finally just started to do content together and stuff like that. We don't even do content too crazy like that together, but whenever we do it, you know, it's iconic. And whenever we go out in public, I don't have to have that fear anymore of like, oh my god, people are gonna see me with Isaac and they're gonna take pictures and this and this and that, because it's a really uncomfortable feeling, like, trust me. But I don't feel like that with you anymore.
Yeah, now we have it.
But now I feel that with baby E, because we both made the decision of not wanting to publicize him on social media for his own privacy and things of that sort, you know. But now we're kind of getting to a point where, you know, I even had a conversation with you about this the other day, because we were trying to film a video and he woke up, and I kind of had like a meltdown, not because he woke up, but because I felt like...
Can I butt in?
Yeah.
A huge part of her life is baby E. Like, everything like she does is him. Of it, so, like, for her to work, it's very difficult. I work a real job. Yeah. I'm not a person that stays home and takes care of the baby. And he's
only been around, which is also why I've been pushing out content a lot, is because he's on his PFL right now.
Paternity leave.
You know, I've been taking advantage of that right now.
I took a month, but... in a way, I kind of just wanted to stay another 2 weeks just to help her more, because I want to, help her progress, because 2024
because that's the only reason why this podcast is happening right now.
Yeah, girl. It took us a while. Like I said, work consumes a lot of your time, and like I said, it's very hard for her. I leave home from 5 a.m. I'm not back till 5 p.m. So that's a whole 12 hours I'm gone, and that's no time for her. Like, legit no time for her to get ready. Like, when I do get a chance to do anything, it's like I have to clean the house, I have to do laundry, I have to do this, I have to do that. Yeah, so she's like back and forth, and it's like really hard for her. So I in a way, I'm glad. PFL is not the best thing you can be doing, but right. At the same time, it's like, all right, well, sometimes you gotta bite the bullet and sacrifice. But the way I see it is like, we're a team. Well, that's what I'm saying. Right now, like, I'm putting in fucking work, and, you know, as soon as your shit's over, you're gonna be putting in work, you know. So it's just a matter of balance, and I feel like that's also what was really difficult for me, transitioning into motherhood, because, you know, you go on social media and all these, and this isn't shade or anything at all, but I'm just being really straightforward. But you go on social media and all these you know, influencer moms are with their husbands, and they're always at this park, that park, vacations, and this and that. But I tend to forget that they don't work normal jobs. Like, their mans don't work normal jobs, and they're always there 24/7. So I'm more than sure, like, I'm 1,000% sure that comes in clutch all the time. Well, you know what I mean? And not to say that we have it harder, but like, our lifestyles are just way different, and I feel like that kind of sent me, like, girl, like, I was kind of going crazy at one point, you know. She went normal for like 8 and months. I feel like that really just kind of disconnected me from social media, disconnected me from you guys. It also put you in a place where, like, you didn't feel comfortable within yourself, and it's been taking time, man. Yeah, and it's still something that I am 1,000% like working on, because, girl, like, when you become a mom, a lot of stuff changes physically, emotionally, physically, you know. And, you know, I know a lot of people are like, oh, just embrace it. Like, you're a mommy now, just embrace it. But, like, girl, it's hard, because, like, my body did not look like that before. And, like, now I'm having an identity crisis, because, you know, I have to wear different things now. I have to make sure that I feel comfortable in what I'm wearing and what I'm doing. But yeah, just to kind of go back to what we were talking about, because we kind of got lost in that. Now we're kind of having trouble with baby E, because we're not public with him, and he's already 8 months old. He's almost gonna be 1, and I feel like in the beginning maybe it was easy for us to get away with not showing him, because since he was so little, we wouldn't even go out, you know what I mean? But now it's he's literally a mini Isaac. Like, he likes to be out, he likes to be on bikes, he likes to do all this crazy shit. So, like, how do we go out without having that fear of, oh my god, people are gonna take pictures? And it's already happened before, girl, where people have attempted to. But I mean, what can we do? Am I gonna fight a bitch? No. What is it? first 3 months, right? 3 months? Yeah, we went to Disneyland and
Yeah.
we had it was a fan, but like
It was like a group of like 3 young people.
The first young girl that grabbed you and pulled you. She's like, "Oh, Annette!" Like she like grabbed.
Oh,
you.
the first one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
I do
like
remember
right
that.
away, like she like went towards the carreta. Like I was like, "Are you going for Annette or are you going for the baby?" Like
Right, which
come
I
on.
understand. You know, I understand that people are curious and stuff, but like if you genuinely like follow me and like enjoy my content enough to want to take a picture with me, then you 1000% know that I don't feel comfortable with showing my son or having people that I don't know go up to my son, you know, which I think is really important to throw out there because you know, even though we're, you know, alien babies and we're friends online, I don't physically know anyone. And it's pretty scary to be out and about and someone just comes running up to you trying to like look at your son. And like, I don't know, for me also, like now that I have a baby, like I'm just so scared of getting kidnapped and stuff. So like, girl, that doesn't give me a good feeling. You know what I mean? It trips me out. It trips me out. I'm like, are you still watching me even when we walk away? Do you know what I mean? We have a little empty chair right here right now. Don't mind that. Kind of just to add on a little bit more to why I don't show baby E. I feel like as soon as I gave birth, dude, like as soon as I gave birth, mommy mode hit me fucking instantly. Like mama bear is in action, you know what I mean? And I didn't think that it was gonna hit me that fucking quickly, but it did, girl. It hit me as soon as they laid him on my chest and he was screaming his lungs out. Okay, so you know, me as a mom, I want to do whatever I can do to protect my son. I don't want to. In my head, I'm like, I already know how social media is. I know that it could be negative. I know that people always have their 2 cents to put in and stuff, and that doesn't feel good, you know, even with me. So I feel like in my head, I was like, why am I gonna set him up for failure? Not necessarily failure, I guess you can say, but just setting him up for negativity to come, because no matter what, people are always going to have their shit to say. You know, you guys already saw Paris Hilton and her baby, and he is such a precious little baby, but people still have their shit to talk. I will 1000% say that I have allowed the negativity and the hate and just the hating ass skunk ass bitches get to me. I feel like throughout my pregnancy I was very emotional, and like I said earlier, I really just started to disconnect from social media and stuff. I was contemplating ending my career and stuff like that, especially because I didn't want to publicize my son. So in my head I was like, well, there's really no point in doing this anymore. Like I'm becoming so disconnected from my followers that like, is this even worth it at this point, you know? But now that I am here 8 months out, 8 months postpartum, I feel like I genuinely have so much more clarity in my head, and I can 1000% say that I allowed that negativity into my life. There's gonna be negativity no matter what. No matter what. I have came to a point in my life where I have learned to accept that when people talk shit, when people have negative shit to say to babies, to people, to just other living things in general, like it just means that they're miserable and that they're sad. And it is sad, actually, you know, because that's called projecting. Like you're literally just projecting your negativity onto me because you're unhappy with your life or XYZ. So for that, I say I'm sorry, and I hope things get better for you. And you know, because life is short, and you don't want to use your life spreading negativity, because karma's a bitch. You know, karma is a bitch. So she will get you back. Trust me. So be nice. It honestly takes way more energy to be negative than to be positive. So that's also advice that I have been taking myself, because I really, really dislike that I really soaked in a lot of the negativity from my haters, from just random ass people online that don't even know me. I have also came to a realization that I should be a representation of what I want my son to be, and Isaac as well, you know. And one thing that I love about Isaac, and that's how I knew that I wanted him to be the father of my children is that he's so outgoing, he's so social, he's so positive, he's so adventurous, he's full of energy, he has so many siblings, so many nieces and nephews, he loves kids. I knew that he was going to be a good person to live my life with and to be the father of my kids, you know? So I have taken a lot of inspiration from him, and I have learned that I just want to be the best influence to my son. I feel like it's really important for us to just be role models for our kids. And you know, whether you want to believe it or not, but your childhood really does make your person as an adult. Does that make sense? Like, your childhood molds you into who you become as an adult. I would hate to see my son going through what I'm going through, or what I was going through, of like looking at negative comments and crying and stuff and all that stuff, because dude, it's not worth it. Allowing yourself into that mind state of negativity is not gonna help you grow in life and prosper in life. And you know, like, if I really want to be an inspiration to my son, I really have to live that shit. I really have to live up to it, not just preach about, oh no, don't let negativity get to you, you know? So yeah, I'm at that point. I'm ready to just be a good mommy to my son. Stop focusing on the bullshit, because that shit prevents me from being the best mommy that I could be to him. It was really freaking hard for me to even keep Isaac a secret. So now you guys can only imagine how much more hard it is to keep baby E a secret, you know? And I finally got to a point where I was like, okay, you know, I understand that I'm sitting here and I'm trying to be the best mommy and trying to protect him from negativity and stuff. But in reality, how much am I really protecting him? Like, is protecting him really just fucking him over? Because by protecting him, that means that we don't go out in public as much anymore, because we run the risk of people just being weird, taking pictures of him, this and this and that. And not only that, dude, like, I think it's important to remember that social media is my job, and it's literally my life. Like, whatever I do in my life, I record it and stuff, whatever. So that means whenever we would go to like family parties, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, Easter, all the fucking holidays, we have to deal with the same thing over and over, which is, oh, make sure no one's taking pictures, or if they're taking family pictures, don't get baby E in it, because, well, you can't post it. You know, I feel like it put us in a situation where, are we really doing him any good, or are we harming him from having a good childhood? You know, because here we are pretty much like just staying at the house and doing nothing, you know, and I have to be really cautious whenever we do go out, just to make sure no one's, you know, doing anything, whatever, taking pictures. And don't get me wrong, like, I feel like it's not even malicious when it comes to like family and stuff, but since we don't want to show him, it just makes things like that much more difficult, you know? With that being said, pretty much, I feel like Isaac and I are at a point in our life where we want to share him with you guys. Oh my God. So,
you ready?
this feels crazy, dude.
All right.
Okay, so here is Emiliano. Say hi. Mickey. Oh my goodness, you guys. So this is our big boy, Emmy. Let me see, take that off. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi, Tinky. Oh my gosh, you guys, this feels insane.
This is the best guest ever.
Like, dude, when I tell you guys that this little boy has changed our lives, I fucking mean it. Like, entirely changed our lives. Oh, Titi. This feels crazy. I feel like I don't even know what to say.
But yeah, there's really nothing you can say.
8 months later. He's almost 1 already. He is about 22 pounds. Boom. And he is in the 98th percentile. Oh, this you. Whoa, that was wet.
That was a good
one. He looks like he's like a 1-year-old already. And honestly, I feel like he's literally a replica of Isaac. You guys let us know who he looks like, but I think he looks exactly like Isaac. When he was younger, I feel like he looked like me a little bit. But, dude, now that he's getting older, he looks exactly like Isaac.
He looks like his grandpa.
Right, but Isaac looks like his dad. So, they all look the same, honestly. Huh, Titi? He got their brows, girl. You got brows? Brows for these, huh? Yeah, Titi. A ver. It's kind of hot. Let's take this off. Oh my goodness, Emmy. He's wearing his little jacket that has an alien on it. It's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, I feel like maybe I should just go ahead and say this now that I've shown him. And just because I have shown him, I feel like I'm kind of just doing it more for like peace of mind and, you know, just to give him the best childhood that he could possibly have. I don't feel like that's possible by, you know, doing what I do for work. And, you know, like at the end of the day, people maybe are going to come on here and be like, well, just get another job. But like, I think it's important to say that this is the only life that I have lived. Like, I've been doing this for a decade now. A decade's 10 years, right?
I don't know. I think so.
Okay, I think a decade is 10 years. But yeah, I've been doing this for 10 years now. And like, I'm used to the lifestyle. I'm used to the money. I'm used to the money flow. Do you know what I mean? So I also wouldn't want to do that just because of people being bitches in comments. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to give up everything that I have worked really hard for. And, you know, like if I have the opportunity to provide more for my son, why am I not going to do that? You know, I just don't want him to be living under a rock because, you know, people like to hate on mommy. Huh? You gonna beat him up? Beat him up like that. Yeah, so he's gonna kick your ass if you talk shit. Huh? Yeah. Within the 10 years that I've been doing this, I have gained a huge amount of genuine supporters that actually support everything that I do. And a part of me did feel bad that, you know, I shared my whole pregnancy with you guys, and then like once he was born, it was just like, all right, ghosted. You know what I mean? I feel like for the people that genuinely support me, you guys are always going to support me, and I 100%, 1000% appreciate that. Isaac appreciates that. Emmy appreciates that. So this reveal is for all the people that genuinely support us, and whoever doesn't, you could go suck a weenie. All right?
Muffins weenie.
Yeah, Muffin's imaginary weenie. Girl, he's at this date. Well, he just likes to grab everything now. Okay. Alrighty, queens. So that pretty much wraps up the first episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys look forward to the second episode, because I think for the second episode we will be having another special guest. But like I said, y'all let me know, because this podcast doesn't just consist of me, it consists of us together, because this is our girly time. Okay, and if you guys want any special guests, any special topics you guys want me to tap into, it could be anything, girl. Send me funny TikToks, whatever, we'll cover it here. So with that being said, we love y'all, and we will see you guys in the next episode.